Welcome back. This is Market Making Mondays, episode 4. And in this episode, we'll be breaking down what happened during this current week with gold, New Zealand dollar, and I'll be making my predictions for next week with GU as well as gold. So, with that being said, you already know how it goes. Run intro. Hey friends and new traders, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Matt and I teach day traders just like you how to become profitable by teaching different tips and strategies. With that being said, let's get into Market Making Mondays. Alright, so this week in gold, we did see the breakout like I said it was going to happen. I said once we break this level right here, once we get above this level, we will see gold go bearish, go bullish. And with a simple draw of the Fibonacci, you clearly see that it came down to the 38 retracement level. As well, we have all resistance right here. Also, all resistance turns support right here. You also have the moving average, the 38. So those are three confluences by itself. And we also have a breakup market structure. So we could say that's 4 confluences for the market to go higher. And as you can see, it did go and hit the level that I said it was going to hit to the T, 1755.50. And currently, it looks like it is still expanding a bit more. We haven't got really much of a pullback. So for this little pullback at the negative 27. So it is Friday right now, and I will be releasing this on Monday. But I am expecting some type of pullback back down to this trend line because as you can see, we got this point right here. So we're able to draw out the trend line. So my prediction for next week, if it does not close above this level right here, then we could see some type of pullback starting today. If it doesn't break above here, or the beginning of next week, coming back down to maybe the 50. I'm predicting the 50 retracement level, or the 61 or the 61.8 retracement level, because we do have support right here. All right, so that is my prediction for next week. And if not, we could just expect price to just continue going up without really much of a pullback to this level that I said, which is close to the 1790 flat level, psychological level, which we will be filling in this big area of liquidity, and it is a forever paid gap as well that we have right here. This big space in the market needs to be filled before going lower. So, and once we get there, we could possibly be going short because we do have this declining trend line as well. If I pull it up on the daily, you can see that we do have a descending trend line. So you could possibly pull back up to right here. All right, so, and then we could possibly be looking for shorts if this trend line holds. Now for New Zealand dollar was just all over the place this week, for the most part in consolidation. As you can see, for the most part, it's been in consolidation for the week, and not until yesterday it broke out of consolidation. And then we got the pullback today. Me personally, I did not take this trade. Came down to the 78 retracement level and filled in this forever paid gap right here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it. This forever paid gap right here. It filled in, and then currently we are sitting on the moving average. Reason why I didn't take it, because just the way it's been moving all week, I didn't want to get caught up in this trade again, so I did not take it. Plus, I already have another trade going, so that's the thing with psychology. You don't need more than one trade going at a time. So for me personally, I don't like taking more than one trade. I seen the trade, but it's just like, okay, I'm looking at the confluences. I have the confluence of this trend line, and then this support and resistance is not that clear for me. I would like it to be more of a clear, like, say there was resistance right here. We didn't have this many times of a breakout. We had the straight resistance right here, and then we had this breakout right here. Then I will want to see the market come back to support, which is all over the place right here. So that's the reason why I didn't take it. I had a confluence of just the 78.6 and the moving and the trend line. And price did go below the moving average as well. I don't like to really see price do that. I like to see price come just sit right at the moving average as well as the trend line for me to enter the trade. So that's why I didn't take the trade. There is 2 confluences, maybe 3, but I seen GU. Let's talk about GU. This week we got the breakout of GU. Like I can't remember if I said GU. I think GU was also in my trade breakdown for this week, or possibly was possible what could happen. So we did see the breakout of the declining trend line, as well as we did have the breakout of the dollar index. So we could expect further down movement on the dollar index, which will give me an indication that we could see further up movement of GU. Because what goes on the dollar index is the opposite for what goes on in other currency pairs, opposite to the dollar. So GU will possibly be going further up, and as you can see, we are currently engulfing this 4-hour candle. Hopefully it continues. I am currently in this trade, and I'll show you why I took this trade. So a reason why I took this trade, like I said, we had the breakout and the dollar index had the breakout as well in the opposite direction. Here. So low to high, breaking out the Fibonacci. You can see price came down and hit the 61.8 retracement level, right? And like I said before, what New Zealand dollar, what I wasn't seeing was a proper resistance turn support. So we do have that right here. We have resistance right here. Perfect lining up with the 61.8. So we got the pullback. You can see that I have the inclining trend line, right? And then I had this declining trend line as well, just to see where it breaks out from. and you can see it came pretty close to both of these trend lines as I predicted, right? So we have that. We have the breakout. We have the pullback at the 61.8, and then we have resistance turn support. So that's confluence number 2. We also have the trend line, and we also have the moving average, which is just below the trend line. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 confluences. And we also have the dollar index as well that just broke out and retested as well. So, and as you can see, and then for entries, I'm gonna break it down the entry. So for the entry, we had these spinning tops candlesticks, or you could just say it's clearly an indication that price does not want to go any further. Indecision, 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 indecision. So it's like, how many indecision candles do I need to see before I say, okay, I'm gonna enter the trade? Because I see all them other confluences lining up, so it's perfect reason to enter the trade, right? So with these candlesticks, you could say that's the 5th confluence for me to enter, and as you can see, the market did take off. So I am going to hold this trade. I'm hoping it takes off, continues to take off, but we do have a lot of space right here that needs to be filled, and below it as well needs to be filled. It just took off, so who knows if it does go above here, close above here, then we could expect the market to pull back just a little bit to close in this forever pay gap just a little bit, and then continue going to the upside. So I'll be holding this trade for the rest of the day and for the beginning of next week. I know that next week is non-farm payroll, so for you traders out there, it's just smart for you guys to stay out the market if you guys don't have a trade already going like this one. Another thing is I would be looking to take partials before any major news hits during next week. So look out on Wednesday and Friday just to stay out the market as best as possible. So that is my breakdown of gold, New Zealand dollar, and GU. So please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification button. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, it is non-farm payroll week, so stay out the charts. With that being said, peace.